Daily Broadside, day 417. And I'll tell you another thing about harps. They ain't cheap. Them things are like $15,000, $20,000. You got to finance an instrument? Like, I can see you coming to your dad and be like, hey, Dad, band's starting up. I'm in 6th grade. I want to play the trumpet. It's $485. And your dad be like, all right, that's a worthy investment. He might turn out to be quite the trumpist, whatever. And, but you come to your dad and you be like, Dad, I need a harp, and it costs $15,812. And you're like, I'm not financing a harp, because most people ain't got 15 grand just sitting around. They ain't got harp money. You know what I mean? Most people ain't got harp money. And where do you go to buy the thing if you do convince your dad to buy you a harp? You know, ain't no harp stores. I've been in a million music stores. They got woodwind, they got string sections, they got percussion and brass. Ain't nothing in the string sections that's a harp. Oh, that's a special order. Oh, I bet it is. It probably comes in an enormous crate that you got to pay like $800 to ship it to your house, because it's got to be offloaded on skids and stuff. Or maybe like you got to get Dom DeLuise and Burt Reynolds to come back from the dead and drive it in an 18-wheeler, unload it in Texarkana and bring it to you. You know, there's just a lot of problems with it, you know, that I spend the evening thinking more about. And I got other things I'd like to say about the harp, but time doesn't permit me to do so. And what the hell is wrong with the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Nobody knows anything about what the hell they're talking about. They could be singing all their songs about pedophilia, and we just be and we just be singing along to pedophilia songs, which is not cool at all right? Normalizing that kind of crap is just wrong, obviously. If you think differently, I don't know what's up with you. But anyway, the only song we know anything about is Under the Bridge, and he's sticking needles in his arm under a bridge. That's it. Everything else is just complete nonsense. It's like scat. It sounds stupid. You know, whatever. It's like the Deftones. I love the Deftones. I don't like the Chili Peppers. I have no idea what Chino is talking about in any of those songs. Digital bath, that has something to do with taking a bath with a toaster. That's about the only one that I've discerned with any degree of discernment. So yeah, I don't understand why you'd write songs like that. And I watched I saw a clip of the commercial from like the mid 80s, late 80s, where the guy comes into his son's room. The son's like, you know, listening to his headphones. He's like got this like cigar box with what appears to be weed. You can't really tell if it's like a heroin rig. I don't know what it is, but let's assume it's weed. You know, it's probably a tame. They probably didn't show cocaine and heroin in a commercial by then, so it's probably just a couple bags of weed. You know, he's like, where'd you get this? Your mom said she found it in your closet. What the hell's mom doing in my closet? It's my closet. She don't need to be in there. Ain't nothing in there. She needs to be concerned herself. Least amount, my weed, right? So then he's like, plays dumb, you know. And then finally he's like, where did you learn how to do this? Like it's some trick to learn how to light something on fire and breathe it into your lungs. It's not really, you know. I could see if you trying to learn how to freebase, somebody hands you some aluminum foil, you got to be like, what the hell did I do? But, you know, I think it's pretty simple when you see people smoking cigarettes. It's not really hard to, you know, make the jump to weed, you know, and figure out how that stuff is taken into the body and consumed. But then he's finally like, I learned it from watching you, you know, and all this. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that doesn't make any damn sense, because the dad's got to know if he's been smoking weed in front of his son knows he knows how to do it, because he's been, I mean, unless his son was like hiding in a closet watching him, you know, which is really weird. Y'all need to stay out of each other's closets in that household if that's what the case was, you know, because none of that makes any sense. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Wait, he would learn it watching you. Like, I don't think they really think these commercials through. I think they're trying to make some impact that, you know, weed was this huge gateway drug in the 80s, and it's not. Because if it was, everybody'd be on heroin. I mean, it doesn't stand to reason that weed would lead you to harder drugs. That just, the statistics just don't bear out, you know. But at any rate, that was a dumb commercial and everything. So hope everybody has a wonderful day today in this fine weather that we're having, at least in the southeast. A giddy up.